Sacred Soul Sanctuary presents Soul Healing Poetry. Assalamu alaikum, dear souls, and peace to every soul who has found their way here. In the name of the one who softens, opens, and awakens the human heart. Welcome to Soul Healing Poetry. I am Ghulama Mustafa, and this is a space for gentle reflection, spiritual nourishment, and the healing whispers of Rumi poetry. Here, the heart is invited to speak, and the soul is invited to listen. Welcome back to episode 8 of Soul Healing Poetry. I am really glad you're here today, as we're talking about identity, about self-worth, and the parts of us we sometimes wish we could rewrite or hide. Now there's a line inspired by Mawlana Rumi that feels especially alive today. You are the book, the story, and the storyteller. I want you to sit with that for a moment, not as something to analyse, but something to feel. Because so many of us live as if our lives are footnotes, as if the important parts belong to someone else, and as if the chapters disqualify us from love, belonging, or worth. But Mawlana Rumi never spoke to us like that. He spoke as if every soul was already sacred. So today, let's open the book gently. Not to judge, but to recognise it. When I was sitting with this theme, Mawlana Rumi's words kept coming back to me. So I'd like to read them slowly, and then we'll walk through them together. We are as the flute, and the music in us is from thee. We are as the mountain, and the echo in us is from thee. We are as pieces of chess, engaged in victory and defeat. Our victory and defeat is from thee. O thou whose qualities are comely, who are we, O thou soul of our souls, that we should remain in being beside thee? We and our existences are really non-existent. Thou art the absolute, being which manifests the perishable. We are all lions, but lions on a banner. Because of the wind, they are rushing onward from moment to moment. Their onward rush is visible, and the wind is unseen. May that which is unseen not fail from us. Our wind, whereby we are moved, and our being are of thy gift. Our whole existence is from thee, bringing into being. Now let's move through this poem slowly, not to understand it all at once, but to let it meet your life. So we are as the flute, and the music in us is from thee. We are as the mountain, and the echo in us is from thee. Rumi is saying something very simple here. What moves through you didn't start with you. Think about moments when words come out your mouth, and even you don't know where they came from. Moments of kindness, insight, courage. You surprise yourself. So you are the flute, and life is the breath. So when have you felt something move through you? Creativity, compassion, strength, that felt bigger than effort. We are as pieces of chess, engaged in victory and defeat. Our victory and defeat is from Thee, O Thou whose qualities are comely. We often take full credit for success and full blame for failure, but Mawlana Rumi gently loosens that grip. He's whispering, you are participating, but you are not controlling everything. Some things rise, some things fall, and it doesn't mean you are loved more or less. So where have you been measuring your worth by outcomes instead of presence? Who are we, O Thou soul of our souls, that we should remain in being beside Thee? This is humility, not humiliation. Mawlana Rumi isn't saying you are nothing. He's saying you are held. Your existence isn't something you had to defend every day. So what would soften if you didn't have to constantly prove you deserve to be here? We and our existences are really non-existences. Thou art the Absolute, being which manifests the perishable. Now this line can sound really heavy, but it's actually really freeing. Mawlana Rumi is pointing to impermanence, that we are forever changing. Our roles, our identities, our struggles, none of them are fixed. And the pressure actually eases when you realise you're not meant to be solid or final. So, which identity are you clinging to that may be allowed to change? We are all lions, but lions on a banner. Because of the wind, they're rushing onward from moment to moment. This is one of Mawlana Rumi's most human images. A lion on a banner looks fierce, but it only moves when the wind moves it. So sometimes you feel powerful, and sometimes you feel still. Neither defines you completely. So where do you confuse momentum with personal strength, or stillness with failure? Their onward rush is visible. May that which is unseen not fail from us. We see action. We don't see what animates it. We see people doing well. We don't see grace, timing, unseen support. Mawlana Rumi is reminding us to stay connected to what we cannot see but deeply need. What unseen support have you forgotten to acknowledge in your life? Our wind whereby we are moved, and our being are of thy gift. Our whole existence is from thy bringing into being. This is Mawlana Rumi's final bow. You are not self-made in the way the world claims. Your breath, your resilience, your becoming, all of it is given. This isn't about weakness. It's about trust. So what would it feel like to stop carrying everything alone? Mawlana Rumi reminds us, and from that remembering, this poem emerged. You are the book. Stop reading yourself as if you are a mistake. Every line in you was written with intention, even the ones formed in darkness. Do not tear out the pages that carry sorrow. Ink deepens where the heart has been pressed. You are not the footnote in someone else's story. You are the book opened by love itself. What you call shame is only a place where the ink grew heavy with meaning. Turn the page gently. The story is still breathing. Now let's move through this poem slowly, not to analyze it, but to let it meet real life. Stop reading yourself as if you were the mistake. So many of us wake up already judging ourselves. We replay situations, we replay conversations, we second guess, wondering what we should have done differently. But this line is Mawlana Rumi gently interrupting that habit. Not saying you never made mistakes, but saying you are not one. So where in your life do you assume something is wrong with you instead of something happened to you? Every line in you was written with intention. Now think about everything that shaped you. The family you were born into, the places you live, the moments that changed you, the experiences you didn't choose. Mawlana Rumi isn't saying every event was easy or fair. He's saying none of it was meaningless. So what part of your story have you labelled random or unfortunate instead of formative? Even the ones formed in darkness. This is where people often pull away, because darkness feels like something to hide. But darkness is often where depth is formed. Empathy, sensitivity, awareness. You don't grow a deep heart in comfort alone. Sometimes things need to be uncomfortable. So what did your hardest season teach you about yourself, even if it hurt? Do not tear out the pages that carry sorrow. A lot of us try to skip past grief. We rush feeling, we rush healing, we want the after without honouring the through. But Mawlana Rumi reminds us, removing those pages doesn't heal the story. It fragments it. So which chapter of your life are you trying to skip over instead of integrate? Ink deepens where the heart has been pressed. Pressure leaves marks, but those marks often become wisdom. Think of how compassion grows in people who have known pain, how humility forms in those who have been humbled. The ink didn't ruin the page, it deepened it. So where has life pressed on your heart, and what depth came from that? You are not the footnote in someone else's story. This line speaks to anyone who has shrunk themselves, who has lived quietly so others could shine, who learned to take up less space. Mawlana Rumi whispers, your life is not a side note. Where have you been living as if your needs, feelings, or voice matter less than others? You are the book opened by love itself. Now this isn't about ego, it's about worth. Your existence didn't happen by accident. Your heart wasn't an afterthought. So you're already worthy of being read, known, and cherished. And what would change if you believed you were already enough to be loved? What you call shame is only a place. So shame often shows up as self-protection, a way of saying, if I judge myself first, maybe no one else will. So where do you mistake protection for truth? Where the ink grew heavy with meaning. Pain doesn't cancel meaning, it concentrates it. The heaviest ink often carries the deepest lessons. This doesn't glorify suffering, it honours what survived it. So what meaning have you been afraid to claim from your pain? Turn the page gently. Healing doesn't need force. It doesn't need urgency. Gentleness is often the bravest choice. Where could you be kinder to yourself right now? The story is still breathing. You're not finished. You are not late. You are not stuck forever. As long as you're breathing, the story is alive. So what part of you is still quietly hoping, even if you've ignored it? Before we end, let's take a few quiet moments together. There's nothing you need to do, just let yourself arrive. Allow your body to settle. Let your shoulders soften. Unclench your jaw. Take a slow breath in through your nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now, bring your awareness to the breath itself. Notice how it comes without being forced, and notice how it leaves on its own. So, inhale through the nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale through the mouth for 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mawlana Rumi reminds us, we are as the flute, and the music in us is from thee. Now, as you inhale, imagine yourself as the flute, open, hollow, and receptive. And as you exhale, imagine the breath moving through you. Not something you create, but something that moves you. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mawlana Rumi says, we are as the mountain, and the echo in us is from thee. Now notice how the breath echoes through your body, your chest, your ribs, your stomach. You don't have to control it. Just feel it. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our wind whereby we are moved is thy gift. Now as you breathe in, gently remember the breath is a given. And as you breathe out, remember that you are a receiver. So inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale for 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if thoughts arise, let them pass like wind across a banner. Mawlana Rumi says, we are lions on a banner, moved by the unseen wind. You don't need to chase the wind. Just trust that it's moving you. Take one final slow breath in. Hold gently for a moment and exhale fully. Let your body rest in the knowing you are not empty. You are being breathed. You are being carried. When you're ready, slowly return and open your eyes and return to the day with a little more softness, a little more trust. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next Friday for more Mawlana Rumi Whispers. As we come to the end of this sacred moment, let your heart carry what you felt today, and join me next Friday for another journey into the soul. More Mawlana Rumi poetry, more whispers, more guidance for the heart. Until then, keep following the light within.